Hello, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the next episode of Gridiron History. I realize it's been quite a while since the last broadcast. We're going through a lot of things with my channel and getting ready for, the main things. Let me explain what Gridiron History is if you haven't seen an episode before. I'm taking one NFL franchise and I'm working them through. Every week is a different year. The oldest NFL franchise being the Arizona Cardinals started in 1898. And I'm now up to 1904. As far as changes go from 1903, there's not a lot of information. I don't even know for sure that the O'Brien brothers are still even on the team by this point, but they're still in their 20s, so I imagine they were. So again, as before, the sliders is ridiculously set to try and limit the passing because there was no passing. It wasn't even legal in 1904. But obviously, it's still modern rules, so I'm gonna throw the ball when I have to. But I can't find Gridiron History. Okay, and we're taking on the Denver Broncos. Now I've struggled with the Cardinals. Basically, the first season is just getting us through the pre-NFL stuff, though. So it's not as big of a deal. The other thing about this is the quarters are short, and I am only attempting to play. There's Pat O'Brien, Chris O'Brien, of course, the founder. I'm only attempting to play as the players that I actually know of. Now, let me go over real quick what my channel does. Besides Sack to the Future, which is a big conglomerate thing, the co-op things, Blast in the Past with my friend and partner John M, and the stuff with my kids, the Ultimate WWE Tournaments. By myself, I have several endeavors. One of the alternate series, and the next one is still yet to debut, the alternate WWCA universe. Stay tuned for more about that. Then there's the lesser stuff, the cycles, and each one will work a year at it, through a year of its whatever, this being Gridiron History, and we're in the middle of Gridiron History, so I'm going to finish this up. I will alternate them, however, with the alternate series, Blast in the Past, and the WWC stuff. So hope you enjoy it. Now, I don't have my laptop open because there's no changes for 1904. Like I said, there's no information available. Around 1906, the Cardinals actually ceased operations and wouldn't return until 1913, and hopefully I can get some more research on who were players and stuff. Almost intercepted. So unlike Sack to the Future or Blast in the Past, I didn't go through and I changed all the players. As you can see, they're all modern Cardinals, except for the two O'Briens, because they're the only ones I know were on the team. So there's Pat O'Brien, the halfback, and Chris O'Brien being the quarterback. Yeah. So we're just going to basically play the game. Hope the O'Brien brothers can do their thing and lead us to a victory. Why are you cutting? I don't understand. Alright, I have seen several videos on YouTube from a YouTuber by the name of, I believe it's Ryan Moody. I think that's right. Who's got a bunch of sports videos up and a lot on Madden. Today, one was posted about how Madden 19 is the most broken Madden of all time, and there are definitely some issues. A lot of things that I like were taken out of the game as far as creativity, this helmet, some uniforms, and it just doesn't make any... Why am I controlling somebody? It just doesn't make any sense. So hopefully for Madden 20, being it's the 100th anniversary of the NFL, they go back to putting the work back in the game for the fans. Now, obviously, the Denver Broncos weren't around in 1904, so there was no reason for me to edit anything on their roster. it is hard to play and win a game when you're only controlling 2 people. I purposely have this game up on All Pro to help me work on it while I'm doing it. But the modern NFL team, even Matt Lacoste, okay. The modern NFL team, even with the bad sliders, are still gonna, you know, have advantages over me. So. Lacoste, all right. Well, Chris O'Brien gets the tackle. I don't need to see that. That's modern players. Sack to the Future Week 10 continues either tonight or maybe tomorrow. The final game of the week, the Houston Oilers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So make sure you're up and ready for that. Nice play. And we'll move on to Week 11. The next thing I'm working on is the alternate series. We did the alternate series 1946 What If Real George Halas Memorial, or not Memorial at that point, George Halas Invitational between the Bears and Browns. The next step would be the 2 league losers of their title games, the New York Giants and New York Jets, and pitting them, or New York Giants and New York Yankees, and pitting them against each other. So I started work on the Giants today. Not sure how long that'll take me though. Oh, why am I controlling? I gotta remember what I'm doing here. Oh.
Ball start, offense. Still second down.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Freeman on the carry. Hello, Shane. Tomorrow night, of course, is also the next in the line of Ultimate WWE tournament matches for my kids. Couldn't tell you who's in the matches as we speak because I don't, like I said, I don't have my laptop open because there's absolutely no reason for it. When there's no information I can give you on 1904, except maybe perhaps telling you what life was like in 1904, but that would all be from Wikipedia and you can look it up yourself. So, the 2 O'Brien brothers coming back on the field with the rest of the modern Arizona Cardinals, trying to get the 1904 Racine Cardinals back in shape here. Yeah, the hole opened up momentarily, but Pat O'Brien couldn't get much else. In case you missed the Sack to the Future game earlier between the Giants and Eagles that John broadcast and I was a part of, I'd like to send a happy birthday message out to Phantom Fighter. In case he watches this, I think we determined he was 73 years old now. Not really, but since we don't know how old he is, we'll go with 73. How's that sound? Much like yours truly, he's an Aries. So, you know, that's good. Pat O'Brien getting some yards on this drive. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. The futuristic Denver Broncos leading the Racine Cardinals 3-0. Oh, that's not O'Brien. Well, he's slow too on the run. Chris O'Brien is 0 for 2 now. 2nd and 10. I'd love to know why in Madden 19 compared to Madden 18 the runners just make cuts on their own without any input from the controller. A lot of the cuts too make no sense. Well, thrown for a huge loss. Yeah, it's just weird that the running backs on this Cardinal team are so slow. I've played Madden 19 and several other things, and they're not. And, you know, I know that when it comes to Pat O'Brien, I had some handle in his ratings, but I really didn't. I really didn't do anything to these guys. I left them alone. So he should be Johnson, the Cardinals starting running back. I don't know, man. It's strange. Got a later start than I wanted to tonight, so this will be pretty much all. I can't tell you when my next broadcast is going to be coming from because I don't exactly know when Sack to the Future's. Well, I can. It's the wrestling stuff tomorrow night, but I don't know when the next Sack to the Future broadcast will be because I'm not sure how long it's going to take before we advance, and then the next most likely be the alternate series matchup. Continue on in 46, and I just started work on the first team tonight, so I gotta get the Giants done and then the Yankees. I'm gonna use the Jets, and thank God that I don't have to put the Jets in their current brand new uniforms they debuted today. Oh, what an interesting look they chose. It almost looks to me like the 1980s New York Jets and the Saskatchewan Roughriders had a bastard love child, and what you're going to have is the 2019 New York Jets. A lot of green, that's for sure. A lot of green. A lot of weird. My wife said it also reminded her of the LA Chargers. The shoulder sleeve stripe is very Charger-esque, and Yeah, I have to agree. I gotta remember, I'm supposed to control an O'Brien. Well, that's kind of hard to remember. Some, you know, we only have 2 players that you can control. By my own rules, granted, but I know once we get into 1920, I'll have access to the rosters through ProFootballReference.com. Again, that cut was not necessary. It actually takes time away from the play to make that cut when it's not needed. It's not even a logical... 2-minute warning. It's not even a logical cut to make at that point. Nope. 55 yards.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
How about that? Oh, nice interception. Was he in bounds? That's completely on the computer, man. Patrick Peterson. Nice blocking. I think that was the first completion for Chris O'Brien. When you can't control the downfield action.
Holding offense. Still second down.
Well, thank God the catching sliders are absolute garbage because I should have thrown several interceptions by now. I forgot I wasn't supposed to control him, and when I stopped, he just stopped. It's hard to remember, I tell you. Especially when you're trying to run plays that aren't designed to go to me. Thankfully, this time machine has brought Larry Fitzgerald, back in time.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
And O'Brien makes the field goal. Hey, when it's the only two players you know, you might as well make him the kicker and the punter too. Kick returners, punt returners. It's better for me to be able to control things, right? You're gonna kneel it. And that's the half, with the game tied at 3. Riveting, exciting game. I'm going to replay the kickoff from the second quarter here. If I were to make the playoffs, I would stay in the year. Would I? No, because no. If it was the whole league, I would stay in the year. But if it's just one team, so yeah, I'd keep moving on. So that'd be something hypothetically speaking. Let's say the 98 season is week 17. So you're talking. The year they made the playoffs and beat Dallas in the wild card. So that's week 17, and I qualify for wild card. 99 is the year that I am for the wild card. So all of a sudden you're vastly different team from 98 to 99. And then if I win that game and get to the divisional, 2000 was one of the worst Cardinal teams. Oh, where am I? Yeah, I hear you on the headset. I don't have any party invites out right now, plus I'm broadcasting, so I don't know if you want to do it now, but...
False start, offense.
It's amazing how just taking 2 minutes off each quarter shortens this broadcast up so much. Okay, yeah, I can stay up for a little bit. We had WrestleMania weekend and Monster Jam this weekend, so we got a busy weekend ahead of us, but oh shoot. There we go. Oh yeah, that's another reason why the game's short, because I got 2 o'clock on. Oh, 1904. Maybe I should have had my laptop on. I could have looked up some stuff. Obviously there were no like movies or TV shows or stuff like that, but could have looked up like what was going on politically and then hold them to a field goal again. No, Noah Bryan. Oh, right there. Okay. All right, now 6-3 Denver. Hey Google, when was Denver, Colorado incorporated?
Denver was founded in 1858.
Okay, so controlling the wrong guy. Denver was around for about 46 years at this point. Hey Google, when was Arizona admitted in the Union?
Arizona was granted statehood on the 14th of February 1912.
So we're still 8 years, 1912, in case you didn't hear that. We're still 8 years prior to that with this. I seriously think my dog just walked by me and farted on purpose. What are you doing? You gotta go out or something? Alright, let me play this play. Okay. I will be right back. I didn't want to call timeout. Alright, be right back. Okay, I'm back. I appreciate you both sticking around. Sorry about that. The dog doesn't understand, you know, about live broadcasting and all that. When she's got to go, she's got to go. So. Oh, that's completely on the sliders there, and I won't. I'll increase them a little bit. I'll have to look up the rules and stuff when passing was allowed. I think it's 1905. So it is amazing how the computer teams catch better than the human teams, but. Thank goodness for the sack, because I came up and fell for the play action and totally left my zone. That is why I don't play defensive back and sack to the future or blast in the past or none of that. I might switch to it when the ball's in the air. A lot of times that don't do me no good either. Well, that tackle looked like this old schoolyard. One guy kneels behind him. Look at this. No, they're not going to show it. One guy kneels behind you. Oh, it's because we're starting the fourth quarter now. We need to do something offensively. Which is weird because the sliders are the same. They're both supposed to be, you know, no good. But thankfully I got Larry Fitzgerald on my team. He got in the time machine and come back. Well, actually, I guess it'd be the O'Briens came forward in the time machine because everything else is modern. Well, that's not an O'Brien. Why'd you spin? Well, I spin enough on my own. I don't need help. Pile driven. Planted, as they say in WWE television. Every move, at least some point during the match, a guy gets planted because they don't know move names. Oh, he dropped it. So what will this set up? Oh my goodness. Well, that just happened. I ran right by the guy. Of course, until we get to 1919, none of the other current NFL teams exist. Why am I changing players? So they're always going to be able to just leave them alone. However, that's only the Packers, so it's actually probably more likely 20. Shoot.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I only have one timeout now because of the one I wasted when my dog had to go potty. And that's pretty much the game right there. I'm not certain, but I think I lost another game by just field goals earlier in the year too. I think the defense is pretty good. I just can't get the offense to muster anything up with just two players that I personally can control. Well, barring a forced fumble or something, I think this is about it. No, I'm not going to get a forced fumble that way. So, Arizona, well, sorry, the Racine Cardinals fall again. I think I've only won one game so far. Next game we'll do is 1905. Not sure when it'll be, but thanks for watching. With my brother Shane and the mysterious guest, and hope you enjoyed it. If not, we'll try and do better next time. The Racine Cardinals, the 1904 Racine Cardinals, and a bunch of modern guys fall to the futuristic Denver Broncos 6-3. It was a slugfest. It is a loss. Till next time, I'm Vinny Vincent, and you're not.